Hey, it's Annie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to share with you my favorite foundations for mature skin that is oily or oily dry combo like mine. These are my top 5 foundations for mature skin, and I'm going to explain why I feel like that with each of these. So we're going to go with the lightest coverage, and I'm going to kind of work down to fuller coverage, and I'm going to talk about my feelings about full coverage and all that. I like to wear a really light foundation. I prefer my skin to look a little bit more oily than dry. I just find it to be more youthful looking than to have a really matte looking face. So even though I have oily dry combo skin, girl, I will use a serum type of foundation. So this one is from Stila. This is the Hide and Chic. I love this foundation. It's really light, but you get coverage with it. It's not so light that you still see any imperfections. I always apply all of my foundations, by the way, using a beauty blender. It's just my choice of tool that I use. I've used other sponges, but that's just my favorite. Beauty blender is my favorite. I love this because it's really light. Any foundation that I use with a beauty blender, and I do it very lightly. The less product you put on your face, less chances you have of it settling into your lines and wrinkles. If you're putting on a lot of makeup, a lot of foundation especially, it's just gonna look like you're wearing a mask later, so less is best. My skin is not perfect. I've shared that with you guys. I've zoomed you guys in, and I will zoom you guys in again today so you can see what my face looks like close up, because I've been wearing my makeup for several hours now, so you can see what this looks like after I've been wearing it for several hours. I love this one. It's just really a nice foundation. I use the color Light 1. This is what I'm going to tell you. So many times I get people asking me what my color is because you think that I'm the same, but I may not be. Please always get checked. Please always get checked first before you get a foundation. I just really recommend doing that. I have a light on me, and even if I was a natural light, because of shadows and everything, you're not going to see what my skin is really like. And you might end up getting something that's too light or too dark. You might have cool tones, you might have neutral tones, you might have warm tones. So you really should get matched up. A lot of times, well, I know that we're home right now. I know, girl, I know. Then I would say take a chance, and if you can order it, I know not everybody can do that, but at least here in the USA, if you order it from someone like Nordstrom, you can return it if it doesn't work out for you, okay? But when you're able to get back out again, then I would say go get matched up somewhere. Even if you don't end up not buying it there or whatever, just get matched up, trust me. The other one that I like now, this is the new formula, but I still like the old formula. I'm using it, but they don't sell anymore. And this is from Chanel. This is the Ultra Le Teint Velvet. This one has sunscreen, and I just want to say this, don't depend on sunscreen in this. Don't think like, oh, I'm gonna get sunscreen, yay, I don't have to put it on. No, girl, you have to put your sunscreen on. It's diluted, whatever percentage is diluted in here, so you're getting less than the 15. This says a SPF of 15, so you're getting less than 15. I don't know how much you're actually getting, but you're getting less. Just make sure that you're wearing a sunscreen underneath all of your makeup. This one is really nice because, again, it's really light. It's kind of like, I'm just gonna say it's kind of like a serum type of foundation. It's just really light. Love this one. Wears really well on me. Again, you can build this up a little bit, but you don't want to do that, okay? Take good care of your skin. Work at your skin. If you feel like you have rosacea or whatever your skin issue is, work at that. And then you will find, like me, I don't have to wear a lot of foundation because I'm not trying to cover it all up. Next one, and this is the one I'm wearing today. This has been my favorite lately. And this is from Anastasia. This is the Luminous foundation. I love this. Now this will go to a light to a medium coverage. And I wear it more on the light side because I don't care if you see my skin underneath there. I don't ever want to look like I'm wearing a mask. Somebody standing next to me, I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a bunch of foundation. So really love this. I think it's beautiful on my mature skin. Now we're going to talk about full coverage foundations. And I'm just going to say that I rarely wear these. I was wearing them for a while, but I do not wear them. It's very rare that I wear them. I find that the lighter foundations, or, you know, a CC cream or a BB cream, looks much prettier on a mature skin than anything really heavy. I rarely reach for these. They just sit back there. And this one is, I've used most of it up though. And this is my double wear from Lancome. Beautiful finish. It doesn't settle in lines or wrinkles or pores or anything like that. It's really a beautiful foundation if you want full coverage. But again, I don't wear full coverage on the daily. And the other one is the Bye Bye foundation from It Cosmetics. This is a full coverage as well. So again, these are beautiful on the skin. I just don't wear them. I don't wear a foundation on my nose. So many people think that's so weird, but it isn't, because if I wear a foundation on my nose, like a liquid foundation, it will just melt off my nose. So this isn't part of my foundations, but I just want to give you this little tip here. I've shared it before, but you could be new here. This one is from Color Science. It sent me a year ago, and I've said this in so many videos. I already have a backup of it because I don't want to run out of this. But what this is a mineral color corrector. So I will use that on my nose sometimes. The nice thing is it has an SPF, I believe, of 20 in it. Is it 20, right? Yes. So this is a mineral powder, has an SPF of 20, which is nice, especially if you're putting it on your nose. This is something you can pack with you if you're going to the beach or whatever. It actually comes with a brush that I don't have anymore, but I usually use a bigger brush anyways. When I use it, I use my Heavenly Luxe brush from It Cosmetics. So each color does something different, depends on what you're trying to cover up. So I will put it right here where I have some veining. Sometimes I'll put on my scar. If I have a pimple, I will put it on that. So I really love that. The other thing that I use, and this is what I'm wearing today actually, and this was sent to me from Wander Beauty. This is their powdered foundation, and I use that on my nose, and this is in the color Fair. That's what I do, is just use this on my nose, and it wears well. Again, this is a couple hours now. It's wearing on my nose. Now I can't wear a foundation like this all over my face because it sits on top of all of my pores and it makes them look worse. So I need to wear a liquid where I can push it into my face. That's what I need to do. This doesn't work all over my face. I just want to zoom you guys in so you can see my face. It's been sitting on my face for several hours. I haven't done anything to it. So the only thing I have on is my 2 umbrella lights. So you can see what my skin looks like. My foundation, see, it doesn't look like it's cakey or settling because I use very little. So it doesn't look, it looks nice, right? See, I have a nice little glow there. Okay. When you are choosing a foundation, try to get one that is going to work with your skin type. Try to get one that is going to get the coverage that you feel like you need. Like I said, I tend to go on the lighter side. I just find that I want my foundation to look as much as it looks like my own skin. I don't want to look like I'm wearing a mask. So less is best. And I find that using a sponge like a beauty blender or whatever sponge you want to use, I feel like that works the best. You always want to use a sponge damp, by the way, too. Always use it damp and not soaking wet. Always use it damp. I do have a cream foundation, and when I do use a cream foundation, I have the one from Gucci Westman, and I was wearing that for a while, but I will use it just in certain spots and kind of blend it in. I don't like put it all over my face. I'm kind of careful with that foundation. I'm liking the liquids better. So I hope that this was helpful to you. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it if you would share this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, just click that button below, hit the subscribe button. I share new videos every single week. Also make sure you click that notification bell too, because anytime I share a new video, you will be notified. And that is it. Thank you guys so much. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye. I like to wear really light foundation. Particularly